Works
Okay,
out.
I had a very weird childhood growing up, okay? So we did ham and cheese sandwiches with Kraft singles. I'll never eat
Okay.
Kraft singles again.
We've had those.
Okay.
It's just like hydrogenated oil
We would
in
get
cheese form.
Chinese food, but the next day she would refry the Chinese food. So it had this
Re
weird aftertaste. I don't know why she
refry.
did this. Refry
Yeah.
it.
I mean, she's trying to save the rice, right? You can't really like reuse
It
rice.
never tasted the same. I
Yeah.
would have preferred a microwave. I don't understand why we're throwing it in a pan.
Yeah. We
We
had
would have Chef Boyardee.
okay, I like Chef Boyardee.
When we got top ramen, she would put an ice cube in the top ramen to cool it
Oh.
down. But I was a child. I didn't understand that. So then I just had a patch of cold noodles because I didn't know you
Just,
were supposed to
just
stir it around.
did she like break the noodles up?
No,
Oh.
just threw an
So,
ice cube in there.
yeah, that's bullshit. I cook weird shit every now and again. Ashley got loaded baked potato soup from Sam's Club, which is
Ooh.
cool. I'll microwave that, and then I'll take that out and I'll pour it into a bowl. And inside of that, I will take a pack of the single serving pack of Cheez-Its white cheddar, and I'll crack those puppies open, dunk, and throw those in there. And I'll take a handful
You put the
of shredded cheddar
Cheez-Its in
cheese.
the soup?
Yes, ma'am.
They're like
And I take
croutons?
a yeah, they get a little softer. They don't get like real mushy, but they get a little softer. So they still have a little bit of a snap to them, but it's not like a chip. And then you put a handful of sharp shredded cheddar cheese in it, and then I put a pound of cooked shrimp in it. I stir it up, and then I just go. That'll do me dirty for the day.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. I'll do some weird shit like that, or I'll take like Kraft
I mean,
macaroni and cream cheese,
you'll do what?
Kraft macaroni and cheese, but I'll add 4 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese and
Well, that
forego
makes
the
it so
milk.
much more creamier instead of
Oh,
watery.
yes, ma'am. Ooey gooey
Wow.
good.
And then throw some
So,
panko breadcrumbs on there.
oh, there you go. There you
Hmm.
go. We need to write like a hood
Some
rat
Parmesan.
cookbook.
You mean
Gas
jail
station
food?
cooking 101.
Welcome to the DANK Pod, the podcast where 4 Disney adults and no kids share their magical adventures. Join us as we explore the enchanting parks, savor Mickey-shaped treats, and ride Space Mountain without worrying about height restrictions. Disclaimer: this podcast is purely for entertainment purposes. We love kids, but sometimes we just want to ride the teacups without them. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get dank.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Dank Pod. All right, tonight in the rundown, we've got some follow-up for the Golden Globes. We're gonna roll into what's coming on Disney Plus this month. We got some new plushies hitting the shelves. Speaking of shelves, we'll roll over to some books and see what's happening in the state regarding a nice little bookish event, and then we're gonna head over to Universal and see what's broken and busted and not working at all over there. Followed by we're gonna talk about the Poco and the Hontus at the same time before we wrap everything up with a rapid fire. And the rapid fire is like, I think it's the oxymoron of our thing because it takes so long to get through, but I love it each and every day. Who's kicking it off?
Hello.
Who's there? Hello, come in.
Did you watch the Golden Globes?
I didn't know. I did not watch the Golden Globes, but you know what I did watch?
What?
The part where they talk about the Golden Globes,
Like
with
the opening
opening
speech.
speech, yeah,
The
the
opening
monologue,
speech?
which was fire. Nikki Glazer is.
Your team, Nikki Glazer.
I'm team Nikki Glazer. Her name reminds me of coffee. Have I told you that today?
Really?
Why
It
coffee?
gives me like
I've no idea.
donut vibes, like a glazed donut.
See, and then donuts go into coffee. So if you ever hear me, if I ever say coffee comedian, that's what I mean. That
Oh,
coffee comedian girl.
the
I'm talking about her.
complicated girl.
Such a stretch. I have no idea how you.
Well, we are a Disney podcast. So I thought our Disney fans would want to know that the Disney Studios did receive 6 Globe awards.
Ooh, applause.
Yeah. Over on FX/Hulu, really big win for Shogun. It
How
got
I
many?
didn't know that
How-
was a series. Why did I think it was a movie?
it is a series, but they got the best television series drama,
Ooh.
It's a big deal.
actor in a television series, actress in a
Which actor?
television series.
Which actor and actress?
Why are you starting
Hiroyuki
to-
Sanada. You thought I couldn't
Who?
say it?
He did
Hiroyuki.
think you couldn't say it.
Am I saying it wrong?
I have no
I
idea.
had no idea.
I
Sanada.
asked for pure entertainment, honestly.
I
I feel
And
like you crushed that.
I
I
do too.
I believe in you. I can't see it. It's on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Who else won? Who was the best actress?
Anna Sawai.
Oh,
Way?
good job.
Is it Way or Y? Sawai.
Oh.
And then male actor in supporting role,
Mm.
Tadanobu Asano.
Good job. Good job. I'm proud of you.
4 wins for Shogun.
Nice.
That's
Ooh.
incredible.
As a disclaimer, I would like to just say if you're listening, if you're one of these actors and we mispronounce your name, we're sorry.
Thank
Send
you
us
for
an
your
email
at
at the dankpod. the
Real
dankpod at
effort.
gmail.com.
Real effort by January Ryan.
Correct.
It
I
was
love
real
that. I
effort.
love
It
that.
was for sure.
I'm very
But there were
excited about
6 wins.
Yes, I'm
Who
very
else won?
excited about this 5th win over on FX Hulu again. The Bear, that is a TV series, you guys.
What's the bear about?
It's so good. It's about this chef in Chicago. It's chaos. But it's just done so well.
Is he mean like a bear or is he cuddly like a teddy bear?
When you watch the show, it has meaning to him. It's something that him and his brother had always dreamed about doing when they opened a restaurant together. They were
For our
going to name the
listeners,
restaurant The Bear.
Natalie is chomping at the bit to jump in here. She's like chewing her fingers off. She can't contain herself. What were you going to say, Natalie? You like let out like a syllable. Like,
Big feelings.
Yeah, tell us, Natalie. We
No,
wanna
she
hear what
got it.
Finish it off.
No, there was
Oh.
no. It was nothing. It was we were just about to start talking at the same time. That's all. But then she got there, and I didn't want to interrupt her.
It was very patient of you, Natalie.
Yeah.
What category did they win for?
So, very bizarre because it's best performance by an actor in television series, but category musical or comedy. Which,
It's neither of those things, though, right?
but Jeremy Allen White, he won the award for The Bear. I mean, I guess it could be a comedy because it really pokes fun at, I guess, Chicago life. Or,
Is it like a
I mean,
dramedy? Then okay.
yeah.
Yeah, because in an unrelated, non-Disney topic, a movie that the girls had seen last year, Natalie, in January, was more like a horror movie, and that movie won Best Performance by an Actress, which was Demi Moore. And it said for musical or comedy. And I was like, but I thought the way that you described it was neither of these things. And
Did
she
they
was like,
sing?
it definitely wasn't. No.
They sing?
No.
It's interesting. It's like the Fast and the Furious. The Fast and the Furious, I accidentally keep trying to watch it as a plausible action film, but realistically, it's a comedy.
I
Yeah,
mean,
when you look
it's
at it
much
like
more
that,
I
enjoyable
mean-
that
the
way.
stomach.
And
Who rounded out the awards? Is there another?
Yes, the
there
6th
another one?
award that Disney got, excuse me, is a movie called A Real Pain that premiered in theaters. And for this movie, best performance by an actor in supporting role in any motion picture, Kieran Culkin got it.
Who's Kieran Culkin?
That's
Macaulay Culkin's
Macaulay
brother.
Culkin's brother.
I've been
He's
trying to
really
remember
good.
this man's name for days.
Kieran.
The days.
Yes, for real. Since
The
whatever,
days.
for real, I'm serious. Since whatever day we saw Home Alone, I was like, because remember his cousin in the movie is his brother, and I'm like, and I know I could have looked at the credits, but it was past that point.
Really?
Yeah.
He's
I didn't
been
know that.
having-
Fuller was his brother?
Yeah.
Oh, his brother Kieran has a bedwetting problem.
Oh, no, Fuller
Just for
does,
that
the jerk.
movie.
Just for that movie, he's been pissing the bed. Did Kieran get more parts? Does he have more act? Who's
So-
the
He's
more
been in a
successful
lot of
actor?
things.
I was
Yeah.
going to say, Kieran's had a really good year, if I'm not mistaken. So he was also in Succession.
Yes, it's a big
Succession,
drama
which
Good for
we've not
him.
series.
watched, but they won a lot of awards. I think last year in award season, and Kieran had won a particularly big award then if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know that he's had a more illustrious career than Macaulay, but he has had a very good run the most recent few years.
I feel
And I
like,
think this is his second award in as many years.
Interesting. So that was, hey, Natalie, thank you for stating that Fuller was the sibling, because I did not know that. So fun movie fact for all you
today years
Christmas
old.
fans. Yeah, today years old when
That's
I
how I
found out.
felt when I realized who Beetlejuice was, Michael Keaton. I was like,
It was literally like in probably 2019, 2020.
I was like, oh my goodness.
She had no idea.
Fun
But
facts about Beetlejuice. The movie has 3 titles.
the first one?
Beetlejuice spelled out as the constellation, Betelgeuse, however you spell it, right? And then Beetlejuice spelled out, I think it's like phonetically, Beetlejuice. And then when the movie opens and the screen hits, the header card has a space between Beetle and Juice. So technically the character's name is the same as the constellation, and the production company, the production house, didn't feel like people could pronounce it correctly, so they changed it, but they added that space. So 3 titles to that particular movie.
Oh, trivia.
So basically, it was just to ensure that population would say it correctly.
Yeah,
Interesting.
correct. What's on
Fun,
deck?
fun fact. That was a fun fact.
Fun, and maybe a mildly entertaining fact.
Who knew?
January, you got any other TV news for
Yes.
us?
So what's coming? We had the
Not
awards
me.
that
I
already
haven't in a while. It's
happened.
been a week.
What will be
Oh,
coming here to Disney Plus starting did this already pass? The 7th? Oh, it's today.
it's
Hey,
today is the
Guys,
7th.
Okay, okay.
Skeleton Crew, I know, Jonathan, you couldn't get into it, but I'm fully watching it just for Jude Law.
But
Oh,
it's
I can
animated,
see
right? It's
that.
animated.
No, it's not animated. It's just it skews a little younger because the main characters are children. They're on a journey. It's a group of kids. It's still pretty funny, even though it skews a little bit younger. But it's
But it's
supposed to
not
be,
animated.
no, it's not
No.
animated. It's live action.
She's already answered that
I
question.
know, but for some reason I thought it was animated.
I don't know why.
No, you
Maybe
said you
I'll give it
watched
a
the
shot.
first episode and you didn't like it.
I thought when I watched it was animated, so I
No.
turned it off right away.
I mean, there's some CGI, right? Because there's
Oh, yeah.
other life.
Yeah.
Was it like overly done? Was it bad?
Well, no, it's
Like,
fucking Star Wars.
No, it's really good.
Right, it's humans and Star Wars
Droids.
like creatures, yeah, and effects.
It's really good.
It's
I'm in
not
it. I'm trying to
animated
get
though.
Natalie in it.
I am in it. I'm just delayed because she started it without me.
Oh, there's new episodes of Skeleton Crew coming on the 7th as well on the 14th. That's episodes 7 and 8. On the 9th, we have UFOs investigating the unknown.
ooh,
Like we
spooky.
mentioned earlier, we have Goosebumps: The Vanishing.
Not for me. Scary as
Going to
fuck.
be their series premiere on the 10th.
Are you gonna watch it?
Yes, we are.
Yes, not on the 10th though, but eventually.
Yeah,
Other plans on the
I
time.
thought
that's
this one was
true.
intriguing. On the 11th, My Best Friend's an Animal. So this is a documentary style type of show where they interview people and their best friend is an animal.
So it's mental health awareness.
I guess so. I mean,
Natalie, why are you face palming, Natalie?
wasn't your dog your best friend?
So that's why I feel like I got screwed. So diamonds are a girl's best friend, and dogs are supposed to be a man's best friend. But my dog was like, I love Ashley more.
Aw, so she got the diamonds and the dog.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
That sounds
It's fucked up.
sounds great.
Yeah.
He was our angel. He found us.
Aw.
Yeah, he did. He did for sure. What else we got cooking on in this month?
The 15th, season 2 premiere of A Real Bug's Life. America's Funniest Home Videos have new episodes. History's Greatest Mysteries. On the 18th, we
Ooh.
have Me and Winnie Pooh. Winnie the Pooh.
Okay. I forget his middle name.
Winnie the. On the 22nd, we have Kith, Lore of the Ring Light.
What's that about?
This one, Kith. Let me see. This one is animated. And it's an upcoming. Let's see. I was not prepared for this question, sir.
You got pop quiz.
Is Kith from Disney a girl or a boy? That's the top question. It's a young, optimistic squirrel
Oh,
who's the
My
protagonist of the
girl.
series. She
interesting.
tends to be reckless, but is thankfully never afraid of being responsible and standing up for what she believes in. I might actually give this a watch.
I think that would be fun.
Kip, oh my god, the squirrel's so cute. She has giant eyes. It kind of gives me Lord of the Ring vibes, you guys.
Like Smeagol,
Oh,
perhaps.
it's a funny play. It's a play on word because it's lore of the ring light. Ring light, how kids have.
Oh, I get it. I get it. Very interesting. All right, well,
Okay, this
maybe
is
we'll
who
take
we're
a look at
appealing
it.
to.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
Gandalf looking bird in here. Oh,
Oh, very polite, tall bird that is available to look at.
intriguing. I'm intrigued.
Any other new shows popping out this month?
On the 29th, Gypsy
Tell me.
Rose, Life After Lockup.
Oh,
What's that? What the fuck is that?
I
So
don't.
she has a series, and
Wait, I want
Let
to know what
Natalie
Ashley
impart
was
the
gonna
seas.
say.
I have a tough time giving attention to this individual. It is a wild story.
yeah.
Like how she's gotten to this point.
Hmm.
And I am no one to say whether it's true or not true, but the events that have occurred since she has been released
Like her behavior.
are really questionable.
There's already been occurrences, incidents. Oh,
Putting it kindly, yes.
my geez. Oh
There was a
dear.
wedding, a divorce, a
What?
pregnancy, a paternity question, and we're talking she's only been out like a year and a half.
So she's just living her
It's what
non-prison life.
she is doing it all at once. And kudos to her. She had a really
Messed up child.
bad, messed up childhood. Assuming
Yeah.
that the stories are true. Like, we weren't there, right? So it's hard for us to say what's true and what's not.
Yeah, but
I think it was
allegedly.
like allegedly. But there was like a TV movie or something like that. I'm pretty sure it was like Joey King, who I love as an actress. And I thought the movie was done very well, but I think the series of events that have occurred then and since her release are not admirable.
Yeah, I hope with this series that she really takes maybe a step in the activism type of, I'm sorry, if she takes a step like in the activism of rehabilitation after prison, like I hope like that's what her series is about, not necessarily a dramatized reality. Because I've seen her give an interview about how when she was in prison, knowing what you know from the show or from the facts of the case, that in the prison system they didn't think that she warranted no
Oh,
therapy. So they wouldn't pay for
oh.
her to go to therapy sessions.
That I mean, I'm literally just googling and that does not sound like what's happening. This is Lifetime, folks. They're
Okay.
here for a good
I
long
that would be
time.
my hope for the series is
I don't think that's what's happening. I could be wrong.
that she
AI
You're
could be misleading.
you went way deeper
I'm
than
hopeful and
Lifetime is trying to.
optimistic. But we'll see. Oh man. I just I worry what type of like TV celebrity could do for her. Like
Oh yeah,
is this
no, the
really
repercussions of that are in play. It
yeah.
was happening live on TikTok, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I have
Jonathan, are
like
you caught
live
up?
vibes.
Did you Google her name and matrix all her information into your brain?
No, I was actually distracted for a moment sharing Iron Flame and Fourth Wing spoilers on and theory
Rude.
on Facebook.
On Facebook?
Yeah,
You
I'm
were
sorry.
so bored with us that
no,
you had to go to another social
what
media
happened
platform?
was
Wow.
my
Three
phone was
women in
on
front
on
of you?
display next to me, and it flashed with an alert for Disney and the new magnet, and it's like a
Oh, I saw that
cartoon.
too.
Did you see the cartoon? Do you have
What?
any guesses as to what it is?
So
I
it's
see
a
it.
cartoon?
It's a
Spider-Man.
cartoon. No,
Man.
I
I'm
don't.
going to take a guess. Are you ready?
Yeah,
I'm going to say Winnie the Pooh.
I'm thinking Tiana.
Everybody's just guessing, but nobody knows what it is.
No.
No, yeah, nobody knows what it is
Can I
currently.
see? I didn't see the alert.
It was. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it back up.
I saw the alert go out earlier, but I haven't been able to look at it because I'm in the middle of recording.
She's sad. She doesn't have her laptop.
It's in this very plush green garden.
What does it say?
It says new pass holder magnet coming soon. So it's like this very plush green garden. And it looks like there's some Spanish moss hanging from the shadowy trees in the background. And it feels, let's see if we can get it to show up on
So
the
not
phone.
for nothing, I Googled new Disney magnet, and the first thing that pops up is WDW News. Walt Disney World teases new Princess and the Frog magnet.
Oh, okay, cool.
Man.
So yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
they're
like.
the
It looks like
bayou.
it looks like the bayou. It doesn't quite look the same as the cartoon did, but it looks some Spanish moss hanging out in the background. Shout out to Josh Corleo over at WGWNT for keeping us in the know. Speaking of some cute little fun doodads, what's cooking? You got any toys coming our way, Ash?
So I fell down a rabbit hole
A rabbit hole.
yesterday.
Did you get hurt? Are you okay?
Almost.
Twisting an ankle.
I have questions. So anyway, I came across an article and it was like Numios are out. And I was like, what do you mean? Those things are brand new. Although it's also not my jam. And so apparently now Disney has released what they're calling mini mix-its. And it's these little 7-inch plushes that come with little funny hats. So here, what Jonathan's showing you is Mickey Mouse, and his little hat is Jose, the macaw from the Enchanted Tiki Room.
That felt a little racist there.
No, that's
for you to say
appropriate.
Jose.
That's how he says it. I was there.
We say Joe's.
That's not
No.
what I say. That's
No.
racist.
The effort
just-
and for the pronunciation.
That's what he said. He's Jose. That's what he says in the tiki room. And so anyway, that's what his hat is. But also apparently there's a little strap so you can strap your little mix-it to your bag or to, I don't know, your headbands or whatever. And if you scroll down, there's other ones. You have Pluto, and he has a gargoyle hat from like the Haunted Mansion. Scroll down, please. Thank you.
Ooh.
And
You
then
know
you
what?
have Donald, and he has a little hat. And then you have Valentine's one, and that's Stitch with his little heart-shaped hat.
Aw.
And so it sounds like they're, I don't know, maybe the Numios didn't perform as well as they thought. Those are not the plushes. Mix-its. Go back.
I love that they let you dress them. That's what's so fun.
I mean, I don't know. I
Pluto
saw a lot
looks
of the
cute.
Numios in the warehouse, so I don't know that they were performing well. My guess is that this is an attempt at a different but similar vein. But anyway, I thought it was cute. They're like $20. I think that's a lot, but who am I?
I mean,
Oh,
they
and
bring
Minnie
you
Mouse.
joy.
Minnie Mouse has Prince Charming's horse or something like that, is what I was reading.
This Pluto one is fucking cute.
It's
Yeah.
cute as
I'm not gonna lie.
Is it
It's
the
the
gargoyle
dog.
hat that does it for you?
No, it's the dog itself.
Yeah.
It's
Look
a
at him.
Like,
He's
he
so
just-
cute.
Look
He's
at
just
his
happy.
face.
Yeah.
Get the
He
fuck
is
out of
happy.
here.
I think mini mix-its.
Mini mix it. So you can mix the
They're so new,
hats
there's
with
no
the
reviews. Yeah.
Be the first.
Maybe are they gonna be at the
right.
parks too?
As far as I know,
Let's
yeah.
go to the. You guys want to go to the parks in a couple
There's a
weeks
hook
together?
and loop strap
That's-
on Mickey's back.
So do you
he
loop
can be
them on your
attached to a
hand, or
favorite
you loop them
accessory.
anywhere?
I don't think it's big enough for hand. There are those, and they're called cutie cuffs. You can get them in like a mystery box at Target.
Oh, cutie cuffs.
We have a couple. We have a Pascal and a Stitch, I think.
Yeah.
The Stitch is
Very nice,
cute.
very nice.
I like how they give you little doll clothes for some of the other products.
I agree. I
Mix
think
and match detachable hats.
it's
Each
a
sold separately.
cha-ching. All right.
They're
You know what? That's
cute.
enough Disney news for today.
That's enough. You're
That's
done.
enough. I'm done with Disney news for today. Josh tomorrow. Feel free to send me an email, Josh. Let's go. Speaking of email, let's go check our inbox and see who's emailed us today.
Do we have mail?
We have
It's
mail. Oh,
time for
MALE?
the
it's Run
mail.
Disney. Run Disney has emailed us, and they basically just want to capture our dollars for their 2025 and 2026
More
events.
dates.
Yeah. Do you guys want to go for a run? Do you guys want to do like a marathon weekend together?
I will
You're so
walk
cute. I don't know
briskly.
how long you're gonna. Are you gonna try that every time, or I
Time it
just
comes
so
up.
okay?
Sneak it right in there.
The old rope it up. I'm going to go ahead and
None.
delete this one. But if you are out there listening and you want to send us an email and with your questions, your thoughts, if you want to answer a rapid fire, or you just want to weigh in and tell me how much you despise me or how much you love hearing January's voice, or the Natalie's laugh just really picks you up in the morning, send us an email at thedankpod@gmail.com. Again, thedankpod@gmail.com. En español.
Oh, I'm
All right.
looking at the Disney store now, Ash, and they have this Pooh Bear shirt and says, "Oh, brother."
Rabbit hole. I
Yeah, they
love it.
have new Pooh Bear merch.
I love Pooh
Well,
Bear.
that's
He's
why
one of the greatest
that's why I
philosophers.
was guessing about the magnet. Although obviously that seems extreme in hindsight. How dare we divert from a true Disney character or a princess? That was silly of me. But I think it's like the 50th anniversary of Winnie the
Oh,
Pooh
okay,
is what I
okay.
saw on the D23 website. So that's why I thought maybe the magnet when you said forest stuff.
Very interesting. Take us outside the berm, Ash. Where are you headed?
Outside the berm. So I came across an ad in my scrolling adventures this weekend, and there is a book expo happening in St. Augustine at the end of February. Sorry, I'm scrolling. I think the dates were February
20th through the 23rd.
20th through the 20th. That's right, because we can't go. But we went to our first book convention last year, and it being the first time we've done it, it was just so much fun, and it was more narrow in the genre. It was romantasy,
Right.
but this one seems to be all genres, and they're advertising as being really low stress for readers, for authors, and it literally says welcome to Tropicon, created by awkward dorks who need and love the KISS method. Keep it simple and stupid. Navigating the event, that is. And so it just seems like a several day event where you can meet authors, join panel discussions, get actual signed things from the authors that are there. Sherilyn Kenyon is going to be there. She's a really big romance author. I've not read her things, but I've heard really good things about her. And she has a plethora of books out, and it's going to be held in historical St. Augustine in their historic downtown area. So it promises a lot of other touristy adventures, you know, if anybody's interested in that kind of thing. I don't think we'll get to go because it conflicts with a family member's anniversary, but if it weren't for that, I think I would have pushed for us to go.
Yeah, there's a lot of authors.
Yeah,
And
it
the
was
price
like,
is right too.
yeah, it was very affordable compared to some of the others that I've seen for this year. Because there's like a romance one that's going to be held in, what was it, like September? No, August. It was the end of August, and it was like a wild number for a single day, but it's at the
Wow.
Gaylord Palm.
Okay,
So,
that's a nice place.
right, it's a little bougie there. So anyway, for our Disney, adult Disney readers out there, this might be a fun adventure.
Yeah, it looks fun. And then you get to see St. Augustine, which
My
is
sister
always
was just
fun.
in St. Augustine recently. They stayed overnight for a getaway, and they had such a lovely time. It's really, the restaurant scene is really great there. They had made reservations just to have lunch somewhere, and they had got these free little hats, like these blinky holiday hats. It was really, they were super stoked about it. And it was just because they made a reservation instead of just like rolling up at the door, I guess. So St. Augustine, my understanding, is a really great place to adventure. And so I thought the book event was just icing on the cake for couples like Jonathan and I.
Yeah.
So if you're into it, you should check it out.
Nice. Very cool. Keep our eyes on that one for sure. We do like a good bookish event.
I gotta go to a bookish event.
You're more than welcome to travel with us. We
Not that
have
weekend though.
we have a bookish event local in Orlando that coming up in the fall.
Yeah.
Correct.
Fall.
Ashley will share the details with you in
Friend
case
time
you're
tomorrow.
interested with that.
We gotta go to one where Stephen King's gonna be at.
Oh, that escalated quickly.
I don't know
Yeah,
if that guy does book events.
is he dead?
Anymore. I
No.
know. He's really old.
He's up there.
No, I think he's really active on the socials, and he's super. My understanding is that he's very personable. I think he's hilarious, actually, from a social media standpoint. But I don't know that he does tours. I don't know that he needs to do these conventions.
Right.
He's
I don't think that's his jam.
77.
Oh, that's
Ooh,
surprising.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's on his way out. Godspeed.
I know. I'm
Godspeed,
waiting.
Stephen King.
I'm waiting for the day.
No, yo, he might. Yo, listen, Stephen King has had money for a good portion of his life. I'm sure, I hope, that he's taking care of himself. He might make it to 95. We don't know. 100.
Okay. Well, who else had a lot of money that checked out early? I don't know. Steve Jobs. What's the cause of Steve? I just
think-
want to say to our listeners that on my screen right now is the heart and soul of our life.
Oh my God.
Jalen Hurts just popped up on my screen.
He's in concussion protocol?
He is. He should be out of it. Don't jinx us for the weekend. He'll be coming back. Also up here is Saquon Barkley. So we just want to you know what? While we're outside the berm, let's take a moment and congratulate Saquon Barkley for earning the 2024 regular season rushing title. We love us some Saquon. We want to give a big shout out to John Mara, owner of the New York Giants. We want to say thank you for letting Saquon come to Philadelphia this year. Hope he didn't lose a wink of sleep over that maneuver. But in 2K say, in Say's name we pray, go Birds.
All day. Go Birds.
All right.
Okay.
Staying outside the... as we are all... What else is going on, Ashley? What do you know about?
So Universal Orlando Resort announced on Twitter at the end of December that Rip Ride Rocket will be closing in September of 2025.
Thank fucking God.
Is it
If you're going to
temporary?
write it, now is the
No.
time.
It
No, it's not the
is
time.
a
The time's
permanent
passed. Fuck that ride.
closure. They will be replacing it, I'm sure, with something else, which they haven't announced yet. I think this roller coaster is a little bit more notorious than the average roller coaster for trauma.
Yeah. I mean, have you heard the
it's-
urban legend?
No, I've not heard the urban legend, but I have read actual reports of it breaking a few times and people being stuck for hours and hours in recent years. There are several lawsuits. I don't know if they're still pending, but there were at least 2 lawsuits that claimed traumatic brain injuries.
Oh, no. That means they really got whipped around.
Yeah.
Well, they tell
I didn't
you to
actually read further.
They tell you to put your head completely against the back. Like, you should not be.
Trying to lift it.
Yeah.
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 But they have to be.
Yeah.
You know what? I won't.
The last time, head. The last time, I know where you're going, Natalie. You can't take me halfway there and not get me all the way off. The last time we rode Rip Ride Rocket was traumatic for me. And that was, it was like 4 years ago, or was it pre-pandemic? I mean,
it might have been post-pandemic.
I'm never going
It might have
back.
been like
I
3.
made up my mind right then and there. I'm not going back. So it broke down as we were in queue. And we were the next group of people to get on. So the mechanic guy came up, and his name was Bob. He came up and he put his little toolbox down. He took his like a salami sandwich.
We don't know his
set it
name
on
is
top
Bob.
of his toolbox, and this little jumpsuit he got in it. He rode it around, came back, hopped off, gave a thumbs up. They loaded us up. The music hadn't loaded.
So you took a
Never
ride
was-
with no music?
No music. There's a reason they have music. It mutes all the nasty creaks and clicks.
ricketies
Yeah, that thing is rickety as fuck.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the
Damn.
urban legend is that you can stand somewhere and you can just hear parts falling off of it. Apparently
I
There were
agree.
squeaks and squeals and cricks and creaks, and it was pretty traumatic because the other roller coasters just don't sound like that there. And we've done the Hulk, right, which is arguably an older coaster. We, have done Velocicoaster, which is newer. We've done, Hagrid's and the Mummy, and none of those things sounded nearly as awful as Rip Ride Rocket. Not to mention the terrifying drops and dips that it does, because it does it. You're basically back like 90 full degrees or some shit.
Yeah.
I've never been on the ride.
Loading up.
You,
I don't recommend it.
you
It's
haven't
a,
been
it's an
on it?
interesting.
Mm-mm.
I thought we went on
It's
it
an
once
interesting ride.
on Halloween Horror Nights.
It has.
On song, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, they really limited the songs that you can choose now in these latter years. But I think what makes this ride super special is it spans the one length of the park, like the depth of the park, front to back there, and then it moves through a building, like it passes through a wall, pops out one side. But where it pops out, I forget what they call it. What's that big S curvy thing on a musical sheet music
Oh,
called?
man.
I don't know what you're saying.
Musical sheet terms.
Let's see here. It's this thing here.
Arpeggio, adagio.
This
Clef.
like curvy thing here. Clef.
Glissando.
Yeah, okay. Whatever this thing is, this like G looking thing here.
Oh, that one?
Oh, here's a whole sheet of stuff here. Bar line sharp, treble clef.
Treble clef.
Treble
That's
clef.
very
So that whatever the shape of this treble clef is, that's built into the Rip Ride Rocket track. I can't find a good aerial image of it.
I'm fairly
For her
confident
first and only time.
we rode this at Halloween Horror Nights.
She probably blocked it out. I think they'll retheme for sure, but I mean, I would think they're going to tear out this track. I think what I read, although this is all very unofficial and I'm not an expert at all, is that they're involving some of the roller coaster people who are building over at the Epic sites. Ooh. So I'm sure it's probably new tracks, new tech. But I don't know what they'll theme it as. Do you have any guesses on that? I saw that they had filed some permits, but I don't know what the...
So what are some new things coming to the Universal Studios?
Besides an entirely new theme park.
Right.
I mean, it's not to say that they wouldn't want to integrate some of the other themes into Universal Studios. I just don't know what it would be.
Historically, Universal Studios is where you go to ride the movies. And Rip Ride Rocket was unattached to, it wasn't thematically positioned as part of the movies. Islands of Adventure is where you go for more, you still get those thematic envelopments for a lot of things. I don't know what they're going to put there, but I can say this about Universal Studios. When they make a ride change, they keep it close to the chest. They don't say much, if anything at all, about what they're doing, what changes they're doing. When they opened Velocicoaster, they just told you it was a churro stand. Yeah, it's a churro stand.
Yeah, it was the running joke for a couple of years.
And I think on opening day for that one, they just gave out free churros at the ride queue. But yeah, they don't.
So
they're not
it is the
gonna tell
same
you.
guys that did Velocicoaster, Intamin.
Intamin has fantastic multi-launch coasters. If you have not been to Universal and you like roller coasters, at this point in time, Hagrid's magical motorbike creaturey thing, unlike any other roller coaster that I've ever ridden, multi-launch, switch track, drop track, reverse. They pulled out all the bells and whistles for that thing. And then Velocicoaster, I've never feared more for my life while having a good time. So if you want to,
maker and fun.
Yeah. And again, another multi-launch with a very interesting top hat. I think the most thrilling part of that one is the barrel roll over the water, and you experience a bit of weightlessness in that barrel roll with nothing but a lap restraint.
So some of the more credible sources are really sticking to the story that something will be announced later. I think there are a couple of speculated articles from people I don't necessarily trust saying that some of the rumors are claiming Fast and the Furious or Despicable Me. Fast and the Furious as
An IP?
Roller coaster.
an IP is not well received at Universal. I think as far as the movies go, they're very popular, and I was game up until movie 7. But as a ride, it is...
The queue is better than the ride.
Yeah, the queue is better than the ride. So I think Universal would be hard pressed to do an entire roller coaster off of it.
Right.
But Despicable Me already has 2
But it's in that space, so it could.
It is in that space. But another theory that I'm reading here is just doing like a movie roller coaster. So Ghostbusters, Back to the Future,
Jaws.
Jaws. Yeah. Been really nostalgic in this last year with parades and tribute stores for those 3 IPs.
Yeah.
So if they were to bring that back in some capacity as a roller coaster, if they could pull it off, it would be really interesting.
Yeah.
That would make the most sense.
Absolutely.
Unless there's new IP altogether that I'm not thinking of.
How would you do that? What would your version of that look like?
A DeLorean. The only one way
I mean,
to do
again,
it.
I think it would be something where the queue would be cooler than the actual theming of the roller coaster. And there are many rides like that. Like Velocicoaster, arguably, is very themed in queue. How do you make a roller coaster based off of a movie otherwise?
You
I
know,
mean,
my
yeah.
Unless
vote
it's
is
slower
for,
like Hagrid's.
my vote's for Wicked.
Very interesting.
We're gonna be the Wicked Witch on the broom.
Oh,
That'd be smart.
that would be.
I'm very interested to see what Intamin can come up with for Universal. They've been very successful the last 2 coasters that they've designed, so I'd be keen to see what they come up with next. And I feel like if Velocicoaster and Hagrid's are the new versions of it, the predecessor, the one who set the tone for this type of initial system, is Rip Ride Rocket. The only issue is that they have to have power systems put in place. You can't have these multi-launch coasters on a
And I feel
normalized
like they're
grid.
going to need to do something pretty quickly because it is at the front of the damn park.
Yeah, but they have ins and outs
can
to
be a
it. It's like really
deterrent.
because it's next to the back lot and backstage areas, so you'll be able to put up a privacy wall for that section of the park and really not have too much difficulty doing it. It's not like it's in the heart of the park, like when they built
But it
Veloci
was
Coaster.
a very large attraction that absorbed a lot of people.
January, did you want to talk to us a little bit about maybe a native experience that you have?
Scrolling through the socials, there's some fan art. Have you guys come across fan art on Tumblr before?
I don't peruse Tumblr nearly as much as I probably should.
I thought it was interesting
Look at
because
that.
this artist, I don't know how to pronounce it, Saki Michan. That's Sakimichan.
The January is our pronunciation personnel.
This artist has a Tumblr, and I like her idea for art. She likes to gender swap the characters. So instead of Pocahontas being a girl, her art here is showing us what that might look like if he were a man. I like that she gender swapped the raccoon too. So he's not a boy.
Yes.
It's a girl. What?
She does it with some of the other characters too. Right?
Yes, this is her other one of Cruella from 101 Dalmatians. I'm really liking the Cruella one.
That's stunning.
She has a good style. She has
He
an
looks like a shadow daddy.
yeah. She has an
He looks like a
Ariel on
Sandman.
here, like a boy
Does look like the
Ariel.
Sandman.
How do you feel about Ariel?
I think too, this one looks more aquatic. Just
Style.
the bone structure in the face is more angular than what we traditionally recall Ariel as.
How do we feel about Floundetta?
Floundetta. I'd like it. I'd be like, can we see Boy Ariel's movie? Oh, look, there's Elsa and who?
Jack Frost? Or just male Elsa? Yeah.
Elsa with Elsa?
What is that? So,
Michan.
Yeah, when getting
Like your
stronger.
art. Shout out to you.
We do.
Yeah, I think that's really cool.
I'm fully on board with that. I really enjoy looking at at new and interesting depictions of things. What's left on our list here? I think it's who's been quiet all night?
You really haven't said anything tonight, Natalie.
Nothing. Not a damn thing. Is she even on this show?
I have. You know what the thing is that you've been talking and not paying attention to me. It's okay, it's fine.
What were your thoughts on the fan art, Natalie?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I've actually obviously not knowing the name of the artist. I've run across it on Insta. So I've seen some of her work before. So it's very, yeah. on the socials.
What
What
do
did
you
I
think
think
about
about what?
the mini mix-its?
This
One?
She's
to dress up and stuff? No, I could get one, but I wouldn't dress. I don't know if I dress it up. I would. It just might just be there.
a little plushie to have.
Yeah, it's so
I
cute.
hear you.
Yeah, I don't know about the committing to change. That's a nah. You gotta buy your own
Works for you.
clothes. I'm just kidding. What happened?
Get a job.
Yeah, I would have one.
Just a bite.
Just a baby. I'm looking at my
Got
gnome.
any?
Did I show you guys my gnome?
No, show me your gnome.
Sir, what are you doing?
Waiting to see a gnome. Very pointy.
Is he a Christmas gnome
He
or
is.
just an everyday gnome?
He's a
He's
Christmas
very-
gnome.
Yeah,
I like gnomes.
Very nice.
me
It's your
too.
gnomey.
He's so cute.
Rolling with the gnomies.
I can't.
Gnomes is where the heart is.
I like him there. What's next on
Are
the
you trying
list?
to- It's your time
It's
to
you.
shine.
It's you. You're next.
Me? Are you sure?
Yeah,
I don't.
we've spent the
No.
last hour doing everything else. Girl, you're up.
All right. I changed the question. No, I'm just kidding. I feel
I know you
like
didn't.
I know.
I feel like maybe we should. One of the things we should work on this year, Natalie,
A
was
Disney
your
don't do?
no,
A Disney
the
don't
amount
do.
of things, the amount of things that you lied to me about.
No, lie is such a strong word. Why?
Every episode,
Every
episode.
episode.
I almost got through one without it.
Yeah, almost.
Well, then
made
you
it.
guys wanted me to start talking. That's your fault.
Natalie is the Pinocchio of the bunch.
That's not true.
Oh,
Wow.
Rude.
A polite fibber.
But I'm just kidding. Is it the same?
It's her
Yeah,
style of
it's
joking.
exactly the same.
It's her
We've
style
had-
of joking.
Yeah, you guys don't
It's
know.
not joking.
You guys don't know how to
when
play.
fool
You don't know the
people.
rules of the game.
I don't know the rules. I don't know the rules. Is there biting involved?
Whoa, no,
can't-
nobody. No, all right. We're gonna hit it with the rapid fire. You know, last week we talked about what we want to do in 2025. I want to know what the Disney don't do's are. What do you have on your list? And you know what? I absolutely refuse to, don't want to do, want to stay away from Disney don't for 2025. And
Dude.
Ashley, I'll let you go first. You know what, Ashley?
Disney don't.
Yes.
Disney don't. It's don't go to the park in July.
Yeah.
'Cause it'd be
Ooh,
hot.
that's
That
true.
is a
Well, the
good
sun's up.
Disney
You can go
dog.
when the sun's down.
Oh, that's
No.
true. You could go like evening time.
No.
No, not even.
It,
Thank you.
it depends. It depends. January, remember that one
July.
time that we went to Halloween Horror Nights in September and we almost died?
Yeah, we're just. I'll never
It's-
understand how the sun is set and I'm still sweating.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
it
saying.
it didn't make any
drenched-
sense.
Drenched sweating.
June, July, August are not it for me. September can be hit or miss. Like you could be in a monsoon. You could be dying of sweat.
Yeah.
Or you could be in a snowstorm.
Or it could just be straight up overcast. There's not a snowstorm down here. September can be a toss up. We've had
Give
a
it a few years.
couple of good Halloween Horror Nights recently. Like we lucked out the last two. Well, no, it did rain last year, but we had timed it well, is what it is.
Okay.
But June, July, August for us, we tend to take a break from the amusement parks.
I think
just
that's
too-
also
it's just too
travel
hot.
time for
Stifling.
people who want to come.
Travel time.
So there's more
Yeah.
crowds.
It takes something big for us to trek out there, like an event or a magnet or something specialty that you'd miss out on. So that's a don't for me.
Don't.
It's the summer months.
Good answer. All right. Jonathan?
Bibbidi Boppity Boutique, I look freakishly odd when you put my hair in a bun. No, my Disney don'ts. You look confused. Just like all the children who saw me come out dressed as Ariel. The don'ts for me are, what I'm really going to try to do is I'm going to try to not get involved in the Facebook Disney pass holder drama. Especially when people feel some type of way about
Dumb shit.
dumb fucking shit.
That's
Can
a
I
hard
bring
one
the,
for you.
Can I bring this wagon?
What shoes should I wear?
What shoes? Yeah, that's a big pet peeve. What shoes should I wear? Let me ask a room full of strangers who know nothing about my feet. My kid is 4. Do you think he'll be afraid? Well, I don't know your kid. Don't ask me. I'm a fucking stranger. You know your kid. God, I fucking hate people. DAS. The DAS thing is huge. Do you think I'll qualify for DAS? I don't know. Hold your cell phone up to your disability and show me. That way I can judge you from a distance. Or you can just follow the fucking process and see if you get approved. I know. I'm like, whoo, I'm out there. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to not get riled up by these people. I know you're not allowed to have a wagon in the park. Do you think I can have this push wagon? You push it. It's still a wagon, and you can't have a wagon, but you push it.
Well,
like, can I have that in the park?
I think they're
what
a
kind of
little
bag is
relaxed on
acceptable? We're no. We got
zero chill.
yeah.
I've
When
seen
I think
some people in
We've
the
seen
wagon.
wagons all the time.
you can have a wagon in the park, but you have to have a medical ability, and it's tagged.
Oh.
I saw somebody get busted with one in security. I don't know if we were going up with Nikki, our sister, or if we were going to meet you guys there at Epcot. But somebody got bagged for a wagon. He was like, "Well, I'm gonna go back to the resort," and they're like, "Well, you're gonna have to."
All right, then have fun
Yeah.
at the resort.
But yeah, so those are the regular questions. Like, hey, what's going on December 25th? Do you think it's going to be crowded on December 25th?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm just like, at one point I was just answering everybody level 42, level 75, level 16. Now I'm just like, my goal for 2025 to stay the fuck out of that shit show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if you just had a child and you're pumping and you want to know where the lockers are at, so that way you can put your breast milk in a sack in a locker. There's other. I get it. I'm not a woman. I don't have a chest full of fucking lactose, but there's a level-headed human being would just say, use the baby room, pump your milk. They'll probably even store it there for you in a refrigerator, and you just come and go based on your pumping schedule. I was that smart to figure that out. I don't even have tits. Look, nothing. fucking hell. Natalie leaned in to take a gander at my chesticles. Yeah, so I'm not going to be bothered by this. I mean, I'm still going to, fuck it. I'm still going to be bothered. I'm just not going to comment on it. And what I need is an outlet. I need a place to discharge my hatred and anger for these shitty questions. Maybe I can just make a list and put it on the Trello board and just fucking rant once a week about what people say on Facebook.
Oh man, now I feel like you should title it with something with like breast pumping. That would be your segment.
Get your tits out of my face. That's the end of the segment. No, I can't. We're going to get flagged on so many platforms. They're going to... Natalie is like, this went off the fucking rails so fast.
Don't get activated.
Don't engage. It was supposed to be.
Engage.
It was supposed to be don't engage, but then it became
bottled up frustrations.
He's gonna engage, but it's gonna be. I don't know. I'm
not gonna engage. I'm gonna bring it here once a week, and I'm gonna unleash the fury here about shitty stuff that I found on Facebook that I can't respond to on Facebook because it's a Disney don't for me. So I'm just gonna say it right here into this fucking forum, this mic, so that you can all suffer with me.
And that's how new segments are born, people. All right. So
I'm gonna breastfeed this segment.
All right, January.
Whose turn is this? January's turn?
What is your Disney don't do for 2025?
My Disney don't do is don't forget your water bottles. I really regret every time I don't bring my reusable water bottle and I have to pay $5 to $6 for a water bottle.
That is real. That's it.
Yeah.
That's 100%.
That's quality
100.
advice.
Yes. My Disney don't is I will not. First off, I already try not to go during the summer like Ash, but also it's been added to the list officially as of 2024 is not going the weekend after Thanksgiving. We weren't even going to the park. We were going to Disney Springs, and the traffic was horrendous. And I don't know what I was thinking. We were meeting her parents, and they were staying at the Disney Resort, but we were like, oh, we'll just meet at Disney Springs. And then the first garage that said full, I was like, oh no, we're gonna go meet your parents at the resort. Like this is not happening. It was even with taking the bus from the resort to Disney Springs took longer because of course the traffic, and it just so many people. Like, as pass holders, we pretty much do a good job at knowing when to go at the best times, and maybe not as busy or we're not as surprised as other people. But this day definitely surprised us. We didn't think about
Nice.
Good
it.
advice. Good advice.
Yeah. How many times have you gone to Disney Springs and it's been out of the and it's been and the garage has been full?
That
Actually,
was my
that
first time.
same.
Which garage do you normally park in?
Orange.
We'll alternate, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah,
So hold on. I
orange
heard I
is
got two different
well
answers.
because orange is the most frequent,
Yeah.
but it depends on where we're coming from because sometimes we'll do lime.
Hmm. Yeah. I think we moved to Orange. Are you a second floor Orange?
Yeah, for sure. That
Yeah.
is the second floor of the exit.
The entrance, the
Yeah,
entrances
yeah,
are there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It's part.
Another follow up for Orange second floor. When you go to the security, because do you walk all the way, depending on where you park? Like if you park towards the far side of the garage, do you then walk to the Jersey walls and then cross over the walls, or do you walk all the way down to the pathway and get in the queue from that side?
Ooh, it depends on where the car is located.
Yeah, if it's not located next to the pathway, do you then cross? If you're if you're closer just to the end of the security line, where like if you park towards the exterior side of the building, the part that
Jonathan,
is
the question that you want from me is I have a preference. I don't have a preference. Wherever I park,
no, no, no.
I'm gonna look
I'm just
this
asking.
way and I'm
Do
gonna
you
look that
go over
way.
the Do you go over the wall? If the opportunity is presented to you where it's shorter for you to
Yes,
like
I'm telling you
go
yes.
between, perfect. I
Whichever
just want
one
to
I
know. I
want
just
to.
want to know. I just want to know what kind of individual you are. So now that I have that piece of information, I can tell that you do not take your cart back to the return. You don't return your shopping carts.
Yes, I do.
I
I
don't.
was
Without
playing. Yeah,
hesitation.
I'm the
Without
one
you
who
I,
see
doesn't
how
I
return.
boom. How about that?
Oh, are you
You
serious,
thought
January? I did not see
boom.
that coming.
Plot
Oh,
twist.
you heard it here
No,
first, folks.
look at
January
you.
only thinks about herself, not the next person in line.
Damn.
Um,
I thought I was
Unbelievable.
employing the cart guy.
Unbelievable.
oh, secretly
Job
everybody's
security.
been judging you.
Uh,
If you put him in a farther cart corral and you're still employing him,
Oh.
no, at that
long
point,
as you have the cart, as long
okay.
as you have the cart outside the
I
building,
mean,
someone's got to come and
I
collect it.
feel like there are levels of not returning your cart. Some people just straight leave it in the middle of the parking spot. That's just rude. No, I'll
Like,
put two wheels up on the curb. It's not going
oh, you
anywhere.
just ruining. Yeah, I put two wheels up on the curb so the person who comes to park behind me can't use the parking space because there's a cart in their way.
No, I would leave space for the car and make sure it doesn't roll around.
I think
She's
maybe
very
January for
considerate.
2025,
She's
you
very.
should work on returning your cart to the corral.
Sometimes she'll pull it up right next to the cart corral, but not put it in just to make them.
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
Just for
I'm like,
job
if I'm
security.
there,
Get your steps, bitch.
I don't call them that.
I don't call them that either. Just never have I ever looked at a cart person and been like, "Get your steps."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So for 2025, January's going to work on returning her cart to the corral.
Debatable.
Mm,
Debatable.
debatable.
Do we have to? Are we singing? Are we singing a song in honor of one of our hosts hitting a milestone?
Wait, what?
Woo! Yep, he's doing it.
All right. I have to do my vocal exercisers.
Are you gonna play it on the piano?
Last year I could.
Oh, last year,
This year
but
I
not this
can't.
year?
Not this year. I sat down at the piano twice this week. I set it up in a dining space, the keyboard, and I did some finger
Some
exercises.
scales?
I did 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
I didn't realize that you could play sideways. No, I watched somebody go literally horizontal.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wild. Yeah, it's a beautiful world we live in. Natalie, you gonna touch us off with a little bit of sing song?
No, I'm not.
It's the thought that
Hmm.
counts. Thank you.
Well,
Happy birthday!
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday!
Thank
Oh,
you.
no, nobody's singing here, but
Oh, we're gonna sing.
happy birthday.
Well, Yeah, happy birthday.
And that wraps up another magical episode of the DANK Pod. Remember to rate, review, and subscribe wherever you listen. Find us on the gram at the DANK Pod and send any questions, comments, or suggestions to thedankpod@gmail.com. We hope you enjoyed our chats and Disney adult takes on Walt Disney World. Remember, even as adults, we're all just kids at heart when it comes to the magic of Disney. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, stay dank.